Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of Cosmic Conversations where we delve into the mysteries of the universe and the stories that make us wonder about our place in it. I'm your host, Noah, and with me, as always, is the ever-curious Olivia.
Hello everyone! I'm just as excited as you are to uncover the secrets Noah has for us today.
Today's journey is a special one. We're embarking on a voyage through time, space, and the human condition as we explore the first book of the three-body problem trilogy, Remembrance of Earth's Past. It's a tale that has captivated millions, and we're here to unravel its layers, one page at a time.
I've got my coffee ready, Noah. Let's dive in.
All right, listeners, strap in. Our cosmic ship is about to launch in 3, 2, 1. Our story begins not in the vast expanse of space, but in the turmoil of the Cultural Revolution in China. Liu Cixin, the author, sets the stage for a science fiction saga that's deeply rooted in human history and emotion. It's here, amidst the chaos, that we meet Yi Wenji, a young astrophysicist who becomes the key to Earth's first contact with an alien civilization.
A turbulent start.
The three-body problem isn't just about aliens and space battles. It's a reflection of humanity's struggles, our fears, and our insatiable curiosity. As we follow Yi's story, we're forced to confront the dark aspects of our nature and the consequences of our actions, both on Earth and beyond.
It sounds like a mirror to our own world.
Exactly. Liu uses science fiction to hold up that mirror, showing us not just what we are, but what we could become. Now, listeners, imagine a secret military project, Red Coast, hidden away from the prying eyes of the world. This is where Yi Wenji stumbles upon a discovery that will change the course of human history.
How does one even begin to process such a discovery?
With great difficulty, Olivia, but Yi is a character of immense depth and resilience. Her journey is one of both scientific wonder and profound personal transformation, and it's this duality that grips us, pulling us deeper into the narrative.
I can't wait to hear what happens next.
Patience, Olivia. We have much ground to cover. In our next segment, we'll dive into the mysterious world of the Trisolarans, the alien race at the heart of this story. But for now, let's take a moment to reflect on the power of science fiction to not just entertain, but to enlighten. Listeners, we've ventured through the looking glass and into a realm where the laws of physics are as unpredictable as the roll of a die. Welcome to the world of the Trisolarans, an alien civilization from a planet orbiting 3 suns. Their existence is a symphony of chaos and order, a dance with celestial mechanics that defies our understanding of stability.
3 suns. That must be quite the spectacle.
Oh, it is, Olivia, but it's also a curse. The Trisolarans live in constant fear of the unpredictable movements of their suns, which can bring about catastrophic chaotic eras or blissful stable eras. It's this precarious existence that drives their desire to find a new home, and Earth, with its single, stable sun, becomes their target.
A desperate search for safety, then.
Precisely. Their desperation is something we can empathize with, the primal urge to survive. But it's also a source of conflict. As we peel back the layers of the Trisolaran society, we see a reflection of our own world's struggles with resource scarcity and environmental challenges.
It's a universal struggle, isn't it?
Indeed, it transcends planets and species. And here's where Liu Cixin's brilliance shines. He doesn't just create an alien race. He gives them depth, culture, and a philosophical framework. They're not just the other. They're a civilization with their own history, art, and science.
That makes them so much more relatable.
And that's the heart of good science fiction, Olivia. It's not about the aliens. It's about us. As we continue, we'll explore the Trisolarans' unique solution to their problem and the dire implications for humanity. But that's a tale for the next segment. For now, let's ponder the question, what would we do if we were in their shoes? We've touched upon the existential dread of the Trisolarans, but now it's time to delve into the human response. Enter the world of virtual reality, a game within a game, known as Three-Body. It's here that our characters, and humanity at large, begin to grapple with the complexities of a civilization hanging in the balance.
A game? That's an unusual way to confront an alien threat.
But that's the genius of it. Three-Body is more than a game. It's a simulation of the Trisolaran world, a way for humans to understand their potential FOs. Through the trials and tribulations within this virtual realm, players start to unravel the mysteries of the three suns and the unpredictable nature of Trisolaran existence.
So, it's a form of empathy, stepping into their shoes?
Exactly. And it's through this empathy that we find our protagonist, Wang Miao, a nanomaterials researcher who becomes entangled in the game's enigmatic narrative. As Wang dives deeper, he encounters philosophical and moral dilemmas that challenge his understanding of both himself and the universe.
It's like the game is a reflection of his own inner turmoil.
Precisely. And it's not just Wang's journey we're following. The game attracts a diverse cast of players, each bringing their own worldview to the table. This melting pot of perspectives creates a rich tapestry of thought and debate, mirroring the global response to the Trisolaran message.
I can imagine the discussions that would spark.
Oh, they're fiery and fascinating, Olivia. But as the game progresses, so does the tension. The lines between reality and virtuality blur, and the stakes rise. What began as a quest for understanding morphs into a race against time as the Trisolaran invasion looms ever closer.
The suspense is building.
And we're just getting started. In our next segment, we'll explore the formation of the Earth Trisolaris organization, a group with intentions as mysterious as the dark side of the moon. But for now, let's leave our listeners with a question. How would you react if your reality was suddenly upended by the revelation of an alien world? As we continue our odyssey through remembrance of Earth's past, we've witnessed the birth of the Earth Trisolaris Organization, or EDO. This clandestine group, with its roots entwined in the game of three-body, harbors a secret allegiance to the Trisolaran cause. But what drives a human to side with an alien race against their own kind?
It's a question of perspective.
The EDO is not a monolith. It's a mosaic of individuals disillusioned with humanity's trajectory. They see in the Trisolarans a chance for renewal, a clean slate from the sins of our species. It's a theme that resonates deeply in today's society, where many feel a disconnect with the world around them.
A reflection of our own world's complexities.
Exactly. And as we peel away the layers of the EDO, we uncover not villains, but visionaries, rebels, and realists. They're a mirror to our own doubts and hopes. Yet, their methods are not without consequence. The EDO's actions set in motion a series of events that escalate the tension between Earth and Trisolaris.
The plot thickens.
And how? Listeners, imagine the intrigue of spy novels merged with the grandeur of space opera. The EDO's infiltration into the highest echelons of power, the covert operations, the moral ambiguities. It's a narrative cocktail that keeps us on the edge of our seats.
And questioning our own allegiances.
As the story unfolds, we're forced to confront the question, what does it mean to be loyal? To a nation? To a planet? To a species? The EDO challenges us to consider where our true loyalties lie and at what cost.
It's a heavy burden to bear.
One that weighs on every character we meet. And as the shadow of the Trisolaran fleet looms closer, the stakes only get higher. But that's a story for the next segment. For now, let's take a breather and reflect on the EDO's dilemma. If faced with the chance to start over, to join a civilization free from the mistakes of the past, what would you choose? We return to our cosmic narrative with the Earth on the brink. The Trisolaran fleet is en route, and humanity is in disarray. But amidst the fear, a beacon of hope emerges: the Wallfacer project. This clandestine initiative is humanity's gambit to outhink the Trisolarans, with strategies so secretive, not even those who devise them are fully aware of their plans.
A battle of wits on a cosmic scale.
That's right. The Wallfacers are granted unparalleled authority and resources to craft their strategies, each one a masterstroke of deception and ingenuity. They are the unsung heroes, the silent thinkers whose only weapon is their mind.
It's like a chess game where the pieces are hidden.
A perfect analogy. And as the Wallfacers weave their intricate webs, we're introduced to Luo Ji, an unlikely candidate for this monumental task. A sociologist by trade, Luo Ji's perspective on human behavior becomes a pivotal piece in the puzzle of survival.
So, it's not just about technological might.
Far from it. It's about understanding the human condition, our fears, our desires, and our capacity for both destruction and creation. Luo Ji embodies the complexity of this task, his every move scrutinized by friends and foes alike.
The pressure must be immense.
Immeasurable, Olivia. But it's within this pressure that diamonds are formed, and Luo Ji's journey is nothing short of transformative. As he confronts the Trisolaran threat, he also confronts the depths of his own psyche, challenging the very notions of what it means to be human.
A personal odyssey as much as a global one.
Indeed. And as we follow Luoji's odyssey, we must ask ourselves, what strategies would we employ when faced with an existential threat? How would we ensure the continuity of our species?
Questions that hit close to home.
And they should, for they are the questions that define us. In our next segment, we'll explore the unfolding of Luoji's plan and the ripple effects it has across the globe. But for now, let's ponder the Wallfacer project's underlying message. In the face of the unknown, our greatest asset is our ability to think beyond the conceivable. Listeners, we've seen the Earth's strategy unfold through the Wallfacer project, but now we turn our gaze to the stars. Luoji's role as a Wallfacer takes an unexpected turn when he formulates the Cosmic Sociology theory, a set of principles that dictate the interactions between advanced civilizations in the universe.
Cosmic Sociology? That sounds grand.
It's a concept that's as vast as the cosmos itself, Olivia. Luoji posits that in the dark forest of the universe, where life is scarce, civilizations are like silent hunters. They stay hidden and shoot at the first sign of life for fear of being hunted themselves.
A dark forest filled with hunters. It's a chilling analogy.
Chilling, yet apt. The theory suggests that the universe is not a friendly place for naive civilizations. It's a game of shadows and silence, where making your presence known can lead to your demise. This is the predicament Earth finds itself in after making contact with Trisolarans.
So, we've essentially shouted in the dark forest.
Precisely, and now we must deal with the consequences. Luoji's theory becomes a guiding light for humanity's survival strategy, influencing decisions that ripple across nations and peoples.
It's a sobering thought. The idea that we're not alone, yet we must hide.
Indeed, but it's within this sobering thought that Cixin weaves a tale of intrigue and suspense. The theory is not just a set of guidelines. It's a reflection of our own societal behaviors, our fears of the other, and our instinct for self-preservation.
It makes you wonder about the true nature of our universe.
And that's the beauty of science fiction. It allows us to explore these profound questions through the safety of narrative. As we move forward, we'll see how Luoji's theory plays out on the interstellar stage. But for now, let's ponder this in the silence of the dark forest. How would we ensure our voice is heard without being silenced forever? We ventured through the dark forest of cosmic sociology, and now we stand at the precipice of action. Humanity, armed with Luoji's theory, embarks on a daring plan, the Deterrence. It's a strategy that turns Earth from a passive victim into an active participant in the cosmic game of survival.
A shift in the power dynamic.
Exactly. The Deterrence is Earth's way of saying, we will not go quietly into the night. It's a declaration of our willingness to fight for our existence. And at the heart of this strategy is the Swordholder, the individual entrusted with the ultimate weapon, a means to ensure mutual destruction should Trisolarans attempt to annihilate us.
A Swordholder. That's a heavy title to bear.
It is, and it's a role that comes with an immense burden. The Swordholder must be ready to make a decision that could end both civilizations. It's a stark reminder of the delicate balance of power in the universe and the lengths to which we must go to preserve it.
It's a balance of terror in a way.
A grim term, but apt. Yet, there's beauty in the terror, for it's the beauty of deterrence. The Swordholder's mere existence is a testament to humanity's resolve. It's a role that embodies the paradox of peace through the threat of war.
A paradox indeed.
And as we explore the psyche of the Swordholder, we're faced with the moral complexities of such power. The narrative asks us to consider the ethics of deterrence, the value of a single life against the many, and the true cost of survival.
Questions with no easy answers.
None at all. But that's what makes the three-body problem so compelling. It doesn't shy away from the hard questions. Instead, it invites us to confront them head-on. In our next segment, we'll witness the unfolding of the Deterrence and the challenges that come with it. But for now, let's reflect on this. If you were the Swordholder, what would guide your hand? As we navigate the treacherous waters of cosmic diplomacy, we arrive at a pivotal moment in our tale. The Swordholder's hand is steady, the deterrence is in place, but Earth must make a grand gesture, a message to the stars that will declare our presence and our resolve.
A message for all the cosmos to hear.
Indeed, it's a calculated risk, but one that Earth must take. The message is not just a declaration of our existence. It's an invitation to the universe, a call for allies in the silent expanse of space. It's humanity's way of reaching out, of seeking connection in the vast loneliness of the cosmos.
It's almost poetic.
Poetry written in the language of mathematics and science, Olivia. The message is crafted to be a universal beacon, one that transcends language and culture. It's a testament to our ingenuity and our hope that somewhere, out there, someone is listening.
And what if they are?
Then we must be prepared for the consequences. The message is a double-edged sword. It can bring aid or attract more hunters from the dark forest. But it's a chance we must take, for the alternative is to remain silent and alone, forever wondering what if.
A leap of faith, then.
The greatest leap, Olivia. And as the message travels through the void, we turn our eyes to the stars and wait. The tension is palpable, the silence deafening. It's a moment that defines the human spirit, the unyielding desire to connect, to belong, to be heard.
I can feel the anticipation.
And you're not alone. Our listeners, our characters, the whole of humanity shares in this moment. It's a collective breath held, a shared dream cast into the heavens. In our next segment, we'll explore the aftermath of the message and the ripples it creates across the galaxy. But for now, let's reflect on this. If you could send a message to the stars, what would you say? As the message to the stars echoes in the void, Earth finds itself in a state of anxious anticipation. The waiting game begins, a period of uncertainty where every passing moment could bring salvation or doom.
The silence must be maddening.
It's the silence that speaks volumes, Olivia. Humanity is suspended in a cosmic limbo, with eyes turned skyward and hearts beating to the rhythm of hope. It's a time that tests the resolve of our species as we wait for a sign, any sign, of a response.
A test of patience on a universal scale.
And patience, as they say, is a virtue. But it's more than that. It's a necessity. The Earth's message is a beacon, but the universe is vast, and even light takes time to travel the distances between the stars. So, we wait, and we wonder.
What goes through one's mind in such times?
Questions, Olivia. Questions of existence, of purpose, of our place in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. It's a period of introspection, a collective meditation on what it means to be alive in an age where the heavens themselves are within reach.
An age of miracles and mysteries.
Precisely. And as the days turn to weeks and weeks to months, the tension builds. The Trisolaran fleet is still decades away, but their shadow looms over us, a constant reminder of the fragility of peace.
The Swordholder's burden grows heavier with each passing day.
A burden shared by all of humanity. The Swordholder is but a symbol, a focal point for our collective will to endure. And endure we must, for the alternative is to succumb to despair.
We stand united then, in our vigil.
United and strong. In our next segment, we'll explore the arrival of the first signs from the cosmos, the responses to our message, and the impact they have on Earth. But for now, let's take a moment to appreciate the quiet before the storm, the stillness that precedes the dawn of a new era. The cosmos has spoken, and the silence is broken. Signals from distant stars begin to reach Earth, a patchwork of responses to our call. Some are mere echoes, others are clear and deliberate. It's a cacophony of cosmic voices, and among them, a message that stands out.
A response from the void?
More than a response, Olivia. It's an answer. An advanced civilization has heard our plea and offers a sliver of hope, a technology that could tip the scales in our favor against the Trisolaran threat.
A beacon of light in the darkness.
A beacon indeed, but with every gift comes a price. The technology comes with conditions, a pact that binds Earth to a new set of cosmic rules. It's a diplomatic dance, one that requires finesse and a deep understanding of our place in the universe.
We're no longer alone.
We never were, Olivia, but now we're part of a larger community, a galactic society with its own laws and expectations. The arrival of this technology marks the beginning of a new era for humanity, an era of interstellar alliances and responsibilities.
It's a monumental shift.
Monumental, indeed. And as Earth grapples with this new reality, we see the true strength of our species. We adapt, we learn, and we grow. The Trisolaran fleet is still on its way, but we face them not as isolated prey, but as members of a cosmic fraternity.
The dawn of a new chapter in human history.
A chapter written in the stars, Olivia. And as we close today's podcast, we leave our listeners with a sense of wonder and a question. What does the future hold for a species that has taken its first steps into a wider universe?
The possibilities are endless.
And so is our potential. Thank you, listeners, for joining us on this journey through remembrance of Earth's past. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your hearts open to the unknown.